Hello? 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 Saying it. That is it's hearing my audio. Are you seeing the video? Did you go to the new one that I just sent you?
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Now you can see me? Hello? Hello? No, and it's recognizing, like I'm seeing my audio move. Gentlemen.
So, I'm gonna have a blink.
It's working! I just heard my voice.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I don't know. I think this is a better interface.
I feel like I'm all the way up though.
All right, yeah, you can take it off. That way it's like not weird. So it's delayed by like 10 seconds. Who gives a shit? Doesn't matter. I mean, they can't tell.
Yeah, so I have 4 for tomorrow now.
All right,
I have
good.
5 for today. And I have,
Can you get one more and still do Blake's?
what?
Can you get one more and do Blake's?
I have Blake's, 5 more a day. So,
What time's your last one? 8:30. That just kind of put it at the end. Like I said, I'm not saying that you can or you can't. I'm just saying I'm not sure if you can.
back after that because Blake's is still late.
Have you posted on the page of all the customers who have like bought from you?
No.
That's some good stuff to
Can
do.
you send me a script? Do you have a script to do that?
It's on the Bitly, dude.
Okay.
It'll say Bitly / the social media one.
Yeah, is I can just do it now for the next hour, or should I do that tonight?
Dude, I really think you should create that that Facebook group for everyone that's already bought Cutco. If you invite everybody to it, be like, hey, just want to kind of keep you guys up to date as I'm following my goals. I think that's going to be awesome, and plus it'll really help you on the 11th hour.
I have a Facebook page for all of Look up Richie's Cutco customers.
You don't have to show me right now. I believe you, but just add everybody to it, and just update the page and be like, and just go and add every single person that you sold Cutco to this week. Cool.
Like ever, or just this week?
I mean, as many as you can think about, I think would be probably good.
All right.
All right, well, he can start from it. Can you bring me my other binder, please? It's on my desk. I thought it was this one. All right, so today, basically, the objective is to kind of take what's happened so far and fix every issue that we have. Obviously, I really haven't taught you how to sell Cutco. I basically just taught you how to show Cutco. So we're gonna nice. So we're gonna take small sales and turn them into big sales. We're gonna take no sales here and turn them into turn no sales and turn them into larger sales. That's basically the objective and the goal. So let's let's focus on this, and by the end of today, you should be feeling a lot more confident. So first of all, congratulations to both of you. Everyone made sales. Willie with another sale, with some sales this weekend. You've got your first 3 and 2 more on the way. So technically, you're almost 100% closing ratio, which is really awesome. As far as your first paycheck, it'll be based on whatever you rolled by last night and the presentation report that you give me today. So Willie, you can give it to me later today if you want. If you ever get a paycheck that's incorrect, there's only one of 2 reasons for that. Number one reason is there's a problem with one of your orders, meaning the credit card was written down incorrectly or the billing address was. So if that ever happens, just tell me immediately and I'll try to help you fix that, okay? Otherwise, the only other reason that we would have a problem with a paycheck is because of the fact that you didn't turn in your presentation report. That's the only reason it would be. All right, so don't forget to turn in your QPRs. So let's talk about referrals right now. Willie, if you can, I'm not sure if it'd be too crazy, but for you to send me a screenshot of your presentation report right now so I can take a look at it. Either way, let me know. Hey, Richie, actually, can you bring me his presentation report? So why do customers give you referrals in your first weekend on this job? What is your aunt? No, but why do they actually do it? Is the puppy awake? I thought I heard him squeal. Okay. Sure. Don't do that because you're gonna wake him up. All right, it's because they like you. That's it. Okay. It's because it's grandma, it's mom, it's your aunt, it's your favorite, it's your, it's best friend, it's your sister. That's why they give you referrals. The customers that don't give you referrals, it's going to happen a lot more based on your skills. So after this weekend, it's all about your skills. It is not about how much they like you. It will be a little bit about likability, but there's 5 keys to making sure you're getting lots of referrals. Let's write these down. Okay, number 1 is you have to follow the approach. Every line is important. Every line you skip, every word that you skip, you get less referrals. Even if it's just 1 less, your confidence will be impacted. So let's go through why we say each part. It's really important. First of all, I would say it immediately after you finish the sale, but before you clean up your knives. So Mrs. Jones, how did you like my demo? So why do we ask them, how'd you like my demo?
See if they enjoyed it or not.
Okay, and what do most people say when you ask that question?
Yes, it was great.
Okay, so it reminds them that they like the demo, right? Great, now go ahead and pull out your cell phone because there's one more very important part. So why do you say that part?
So they get ready to give you some context.
Exactly. So here's what you can really help me out. What do you say that part?
So they feel good about helping you out.
Exactly. So I get paid every single time I show Cutco, but I can only show it to people I've been personally recommended to. Why do we say that?
Because that's how we get our demos.
That's how it works. So what I need you to do while I'm cleaning up is jot down 7 to 10 people who might be nice enough to help me out. I'm not looking for people that you think would buy, just nice people like you willing to look. Why do we say that? Jeebus. Why do we say nice people like you?
They don't judge. They can put down all the names.
Right. When you say nice people like you, is that a compliment?
Yeah.
Moms like compliments, right? All right, cool. So here's a pen and paper, put down as many as you can. So why do we say out loud, here's a pen and paper, put down as many as you can?
So they don't have to look for a pen and paper.
Right. And we give them our notebook, right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your help. I really appreciate it. And you smile, you hand them the paper. Okay, so they're writing down some names. I'll write down anywhere from 1 to 3 to whatever.
Yeah, I usually got like 5.
Yep, so I see on 4 of them. You got 5 here. So by the way, you can help me out by becoming a sponsor. If you can give me how many referrals?
5.
5, you become a sponsor. If you can give me 10 referrals, you become a double sponsor. And once you get 50 sponsors, I'm going to buy you guys a free piece of Cutco. So you can do that after you're done with your phone calls. After you're done with their first round, to kind of give them an incentive to give you a couple more. Also, Mrs. Jones, I'm able to do virtual appointments over the phone. Who do you know from out of town that might be willing to see my presentation? Anybody else out of town would be great. Okay. So once they've given you the referrals, then at that point, it's time to qualify the referrals. So Mrs. Jones, how do you know these people? When would be the best time to reach them? It's a lot easier when people know that I'm calling. Can you please text them a heads up to let them know? Why is it so important to ask them, to establish like what the relationship is and like how they know that person?
So on the phone, you could, how you know the person.
You can know how to talk to them, right? It builds the connection.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, hey, Miss Jones, your sister referred me to you.
Hey, Matthew, what's up? Nice. What'd you sell? 480. Nice, dude. Okay. Well, let me give you the number. Let me give you the phone to Richie. He can help you with that. Hold on. Hey, Richie. Come here. Hold on 1 second. So Matt's got a couple problem orders. Just figure out, you know how to look for them?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Help him out. He probably just needs to call Cutco and figure out what the problem is. All right. He might be on mute. All right. And then why is it so important for you to have your customer text their friends?
To let them know in advance that you're calling.
Right? Is it a lot easier if they already know you're calling? Yeah, it makes it so you're a friend versus like a total stranger. So did we send you this text message in training?
Which text message?
The text message.
Heads up.
Like, did I send you a text message that said all this stuff?
No, I don't think so.
No, we didn't do it? All right, sounds good. So what you need to do is you need to forward that text message to all of your customers.
This one right here?
Yep.
Okay.
So I can actually do that for you guys here in just a minute.
All right.
When I have you guys making some calls.
Text heads up.
Yeah, because you need to have that saved, otherwise you won't do it.
Yeah.
All right, so super important to send this to your customers on every single demo. There's no excuse. If you don't do this, you'll run out of referrals. So you won't have as many. Statistically, if you're not averaging 5 or more, it's hard to do this job long term. I really think that number is 10, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
5 to 10 every demo. You have standards that you need to hold up. You need to believe that you get this as much as you believe that you can walk. People know 10 to 15 other people. You just have to work for it. All right. So number 2 is to stay organized. So is it then fair to say that because you don't have your notebook, you don't have your referrals here either?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I have one page because I left my journal already.
Uh-huh.
So I had a piece of paper and I wrote them down.
Oh, okay. All right. So as far as setting up your scholarship notebook, there's a couple things that you want to write down. On top of the notebook, you want to write the word scholarship notebook. And right below that, you want to write the words world's nicest people.
Okay.
You want to write that down so you don't forget?
Oh, right now.
Yeah, on top of the notebook, you just write the word scholarship notebook and world's nicest people. And then every single customer gets their own page. You don't want to put like multiple referrals on one page. Every single one gets the same one, gets an identical page, just like the ones that we made in training.
Yeah.
Name, you number it 1 through 15, 5, 10, 15, star, double star, free Cutco. All right. So the third thing is you want to give them thought joggers.
Thought joggers?
Yeah, a thought jogger is when I helped you guys in training come up with more names by reminding you of certain categories.
Oh, like football team.
Yeah,
band members.
exactly.
Okay.
So on top of page 17, your training manual, it tells you what to suggest to your customers. So you just, when you ask for referrals, just look at page 17 and just go through the entire top paragraph. So Mrs. Jones, I want to give you a couple of ideas. Did you want to look through your address book or cell phone? Maybe you can find one more. How about, do you have like a directory from like your kid's soccer team? What about, how about one of your friends?
Family,
How about somebody in your family?
your coworker.
Right? How about your neighbors? How about one of your coworkers? Remember, I'm just looking for somebody that wants to look. Who do you know that loves to cook? Who do you know that has lots of kids? Who do you know that likes to barbecue or like hunting and fishing? Have fun, make them laugh. Can you jot down like 100 to 200 friends? Just kidding. 10 to 20 is perfect. Thank you, customer, and ask for more. Thank you so much, Mrs. Jones. You have no idea how much this helps me out. If you can give me 3 more, you become a sponsor or a double sponsor, or I can give you free Cutco. And don't forget to ask for out-of-town referrals. Yeah. So go through this entire paragraph with every person every time. Right? Don't you think you can add at least 2 more referrals if you just went through all of this every demo?
Yeah.
If you get 2 more referrals on 10 demos, that's 20 more referrals. I think if you got 20 more referrals, you can probably schedule at least 10 more demos, 6 more sales, which is $1,500 of sales. This box every single time, you make an extra $250 every single 10 appointments for doing literally nothing, just going through this approach and making sure that you're helping them with thought joggers. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Number 4 is handling common objections. Most of the stuff they tell you, it's just a smokescreen. They just say one thing, but they mean something else. Just kind of have to ask one more time. So on page 17 in the middle, in the beginning, it's totally fine to just read this, but it's probably a good idea to memorize some of these objection handlers too. So the person that didn't give you any. Oh, we lost him. Well, like, what do they say?
What?
George.
Oh, George. Oh, he was like, I was just asking, right, and then like I was going through this,
Yeah.
and he was like, none of the guys on the yard are gonna want any of this stuff, and I was like, you never know, like anyone, just anyone. He was like, they all live in Waco anyways, so because he works on the power lines. So
Did you think about mentioning the virtual demo?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Then on Waco, that's perfect. I get paid just to show it to you.
Yeah.
All he wants to do, here's the deal. You're not confident, he's not going to do it. You got to be confident. Be like, hey, that's fine. I can do a virtual demo. So who's one person you can think of? Not who's like anyone, like who's like one person that you can think of? All right. So if they can't think of a lot of people, it'll be like, hey, you know, thanks for thinking of people that would want to buy it. I just get paid to show it. I'm trying to help save money to go to college. So who's like one person that you can think about? What about, do you have like a sister? What about your mom? What about grandma? Hey, what about one of like your cousins or like your aunt? And you just have to be like just very persistent.
Yeah.
Very, very persistent. You ever been persistent with somebody about something that you really wanted to, that you really wanted to do or wanted to go to, or maybe just persistent with your friends about a certain movie you wanted to watch or a certain place you wanted to go, and then you got what you wanted, and then everybody enjoyed it too? That's what this is going to be like.
All right.
So never feel bad to like do it. I was relentless with referrals. I was borderline paranoid about getting more referrals, and that's why I was able to succeed with this job. See, I can come to the phone with 100 people on my list. All right. So what did they say? I don't know anybody. That's kind of what they were saying. Like I mentioned, I'm looking for people that want to buy, just nice people like you who wouldn't mind seeing me. Think of anyone who'd be willing to help me out. Okay, I don't like to give people's names. This is ridiculous because if you were their son, they wouldn't say that. And I don't blame you. If it was anybody else giving them a call besides me, I'd be hesitant too, but I promise it'll just be me and just ask for referrals again. So who do you think that you could, who do you think that could help me out? Okay. If they say like, oh, I'll do it later, that just probably means, you know, the customers mean well. It's just extremely unlikely they'll send you referrals later. It's just not a priority to them. Yeah. So that would be great, but it means I would have to make another trip back and get them, or I'd have to call and bother you later to remind you. So I'm going to be cleaning up for a few minutes anyways. Could you jot down at least a few now, and I can always follow up with you later for anyone else you can think of. Okay, just ask again and smile. Who else is another person you could think of? Really though, the biggest thing that works is bribe them. Bribe them with free Cutco. The peeler program, here's what it does. Basically allows you to buy vegetable peelers at a rock bottom discount. So a vegetable peeler costs $40, right, for the customer. I buy them in bulk and I get them for $5 a piece. Really? Yep, which means that you can buy them from me for $5 a piece, and you can give them to a customer who gives you 15 referrals on the spot. It's a little bit of an investment, but it's really an asset. Right? You spend money on something that's going to make you lots of money, because if you did 3 appointments for them, that's $50 and you spent 5. If you had a machine and you stuck in $5 and it spit out $50, would you do it? Yeah. No brainer, right? The peelers are no brainers. You can always get the 15 referrals and tell them I'll bring them to you later, and you can always just get them once you've gotten your once you've actually gotten them there. Or bonus points. Always leave some bonus points on an order. That way you can just do a cutting board or something. Oh, hey, what's up, Billy? You're back. I can just see that there's one viewer. So, all right, sounds good. So again, but there's nothing more powerful than having it memorized. You got to have this thing memorized. So where are we at with this?
With the approach? Yeah. Not that great. All
right, so do you need to put something in your schedule, a reminder? Yeah. But I told you guys to do it by Monday. So grab your calendar, put it in your schedule. You need 30 minutes, and you'll memorize it easily. But again, if you don't get mad at me when you're not able to have enough referrals, right? Like, this is the time. If you nail this right, you nail the job. this week, if you don't get this approach memorized, you will not be successful long term. You'll blame the job.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh yeah, it didn't really work because I didn't have enough people to call. No, you have enough people to call. You just have to get them now. Okay, dude. I mean, if one of this is like mom, grandma, you can strong arm them into giving you more than 5 referrals. Dude, come on, you got to be confident.
Yeah.
These ladies, just another mom. They just need someone that's confident. All right, and then never forget to ask for referrals.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the referral section. Again, number 1 is follow the approach, word for word. All we're doing is asking for nice people, using a sponsorship. And the biggest tool is also using social networking. Are you on Facebook?
I was gonna make a Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make a Facebook
I was
page.
gonna
Update it?
Yeah.
Okay.
do my cut code. Put on there.
Yeah, you don't have to change anything. Just
Yeah.
update some pictures. Customers don't care. All right, stay organized, making sure you're using your notebook and having their pages pre-prepared before you get to their home. Give them lots of thought joggers. Handle common objections. You just got to be persistent and keep asking. One thing you could do is just blame me. Be like, hey, my manager will get pissed if I don't get at least a couple referrals. Can you help me out? I used to do that with my customers. So, dude, you get like 10 to 15 referrals on every appointment. How many referrals did you get yesterday?
I did 6 appointments, and I got
So like 33 or something?
33 throughout the day. But one I only had 3 or 4 referrals on, so the other ones are pretty big. So
All right, teach this kid. He's getting 0 to 5.
well, the first thing is, through the entire demo, I am very sincere about how important it is to me to build my business on referrals and how I become better. The next thing I did for the push, I have a little flow chart, not a flow chart, a thermometer, and I have my goal of how many referrals I want to get this week. It says goal by Friday on it, and my goal is like 300. So each one they give me, I'm like, thank you so much. And then once they finish giving me a goal, I have them take a highlighter and highlight where they filled in the thermometer. And I was like, even you can sign your name right there, just so I know that you helped me out for that part of the thermometer.
It's huge.
And then when I get to the end of it, I'm gonna send them a picture and be like, and I'm gonna send them all out a picture and be like, thank you so much for everyone that helped me get towards my goal. So for recommendations, that's one way. Another way.
How important is having the referral approach memorized?
I mean, yeah, like my referral approach to anyone else's, mine's probably the best outside of maybe Damien's. That's memorized in the office, and I can say once.
What did you do to memorize them?
I literally only spent like 15 minutes just rereading it, and then on the way home that day, I just said it over and over in my head. And by the time I got home, I had it memorized.
Was it worth it to take that time?
Oh yeah, it's probably
I can do
nearly
that.
doubled my sales.
Because I got to get my inspection sticker there. I'll do that.
Yeah, just while you're waiting to get your truck,
Yeah.
just read over it 100 times. I mean, it doesn't take that many, but the better you
Yeah.
know it, the better you're going to be at it. And the key is not to sit there and read it. The key is to memorize it so you can say it. So you can like fold your manual up, put it off to the side, and be like, so Miss Jones, there's one more very important part. This is where you can really help me out. You can go from there.